I've gotten quite a few Citizen Brick commission minifigures. For the most part, they're going to be kind of fun passion projects that people hire them to print. You know, the occasional corporate style minifigure, but bought this from like a museum of some sort. Can't remember the specific name of it. They've actually done some pretty cool work with some actually huge companies, like the two figures we're going to look at today, which are both Best Buy minifigures, basically. It just shows the scale of the work that Citizen Brick has done and the brand that they built for themselves. They have not one, but I think 3 or 4 different minifigures that they've produced for Best Buy as a company. One today is going to be the Geek Squad member. The other one is just going to be a Best Buy employee. Both of these are for, I believe, their web root security sort of system. The one here you can see is on this pretty big card talking about the program on the back. More Lego themed, which seems a bit unnecessary, but I guess if they're going for that branding of we're all about the block, fine, you know, blocking some malware, whatever, antivirus stuff. It's going to be pretty similar on the other figure, but a bit more corporate, not as fun and themed as the larger packaging, but both of these are interesting to see, and it's going to be interesting to see these figures closer up, so let's go ahead and throw them on the stand. Just starting out with the Best Buy minifigure, since it is going to be the more simple of the two. It does have the nice brick with the web root smarter cybersecurity brick, which I guess is nice to have. Nothing really screaming Lego to me there, other than it being on a brick. Getting to the figure, it's going to have the custom torso on the front, which is unisex. Right now it has a more female-styled minifigure hairpiece. You could switch that out for anything. Classic Lego smiley face. Nothing on the legs, just plain black. So really it is just that printing on the front, which is fine for a t-shirt design. On the front, it's going to have 3 different colors, so a bit above and beyond. Could have just simplified it to just black, gotten rid of the yellow or even the white on the undershirt and skin coloring. Maybe having no yellow there would have been better, so you could have a flesh head on this. Just having a white underneath the collar would have been nice, but from what I can tell for the small Best Buy logo, printed very well for such a small object. Detailing is very evident when you're looking at it, even from a bit of a distance, like I am now. So, just a nice employee minifigure. You go and make a Best Buy mock, throw it at the cash register, and just have your civilian minifigures just shopping throughout the store. Kind of a cool part, you know, nothing crazy or anything like that, but interesting to see, which is going to be a bit more interesting and detailed. The head here is not going to be from the original minifigure. This is from one of their heavy metal enthusiasts, so not going to be on every version of the character, but the one I had did have that, and is better anyway. It's cool to get more custom printed parts. And you can see right here, custom torso, legs, and then the torso and legs have a continued print for that badge. So if you remove the torso, you can see that printing break up. Unlike when Lego does that, it is continuous, no breakup at all. You know, Lego and torsos end up having a little bit of a gap underneath it, usually not going to be a problem here. And it's nice to also have the belt printing to imply that he is wearing a belt. Of course, no other printing going around showing the loops or anything like that. Torso for this one is going to have 3 different colors again, since there's like that little bit of red or orange on the squad part of Geek Squad, and continuing the pattern from the Best Buy minifigure. The small logo print looks really good, especially for the small printing for the text on the logo. Nice and clean. And of course the tie is going to look pretty solid too, where there's no white showing through the black ink, which, you know, Lego struggles with sometimes. So it's nice seeing them be a bit better than Lego even sometimes. Since there's no printing on the back of the torso and the leg printing is pretty minimal, that's really about it. And again, it's so cool to see them do such an interesting commission like this for a huge company. It's nice to have another commission minifigure in my collection from Citizen Brick. All that being said, let's go ahead and get to the comparisons and the final verdict. It's really interesting comparing these figures to some of the other commissions that I bought, whether they're from Citizen Brick or Minibigs. And this just really shows just another level of business that Citizen Brick has done in the past. They really are kind of a big deal. They've done business with a huge corporation like Best Buy, so it's kind of uncanny in a way to see them make 2 figures like this, one being the Geek Squad guy, obviously, and then the Best Buy employee. And just to see them next to the other fun, very personal projects. Sometimes you just got to pay the bills, which is what they did here, and nothing wrong with that, honestly, but just very interesting, very cool to see. I never would have expected to have, pad printed Best Buy minifigures in my collection. And as somebody that grew up going to Best Buy all the time, these are very cool to have, very unique pieces to have in a collection, and I'm very happy to have the two different characters here. Might not be the original ones that were in the packaging, but that's fine with me. The torsos are really what matter. And I just wanted to share these with you guys. If you want to see more custom Lego or Citizen Brick reviews, check out all the content on my channel. If you want to help out the channel even further, feel free to join as a member for additional perks. Like always, I have been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.